Thanks so much for your interest in Jalapena Nina's spicy pickled garlic. A lot of people ask what you can do with it, and so we decided to make a video so we can share some of our ideas on how to best use it. It's very versatile. You can cook with it, you can put it on things, and you can put it in things, and you can eat it just straight up like candy. A little background on it: it's California grown garlic that's pickled with 3 jalapeno rings in each jar and some cayenne pepper for color. There is a bit of heat, so it's not exceedingly hot. It's not going to fry your taste buds, but it's going to add a little bit of warmth and a lot of garlic flavor. Kind of what the garlic was invented for is going in a Bloody Mary. And there's a couple different ways you can make your Bloody Mary from scratch, or you can use a mix. I really am partial to Kathy's Bloody Mary mix. She makes a wonderful product that's available in the Madison area. So you just add, if you have a mix, it's really quite quick. Add as much vodka as you'd like. Add a little bit of the brine from the garlic jar. Add your mix. And then garnish with, I like a pickle and a couple of garlic cloves. Stir it up a little bit, and basically there's your Bloody Mary. So now we're going to make a Bloody Mary from scratch using Jalapena Nina's garlic. I like to rim the glass with celery salt. Put in a little horseradish. You can use Worcestershire. I like to use the liquid aminos. And then some hot sauce. Some brine from Jalapena Nina's. Pickled garlic. Your vodka. Pepper. And then you can add a little more celery salt to the drink itself. I like to mix that up before I add the ice. And then I like to use V8. Give it a stir to get it all mixed up. And then for garnish, add a pickle or olives, but definitely don't forget the Jalapena Nina spicy pickled garlic. And of course, I think the best way to eat Jalapena Nina's spicy pickled garlic is just on its own. It makes a nice addition to a relish tray. It's very tasty just by itself. So for using Jalapena Nina's in your recipes, a lot of times you're going to be dicing these up or chopping them up. Sometimes you can put them in whole, it's up to you. And using the brine is very versatile as well. I just like to cut them up just kind of like you would regular garlic. Now we're going to show you some recipes you can use this in. A great way to have Jalapena Nina's spicy pickled garlic is an egg. So I'm going to just make some scrambled eggs. I'm going to add some Jalapena Nina's chopped. And I'm also going to add a couple tablespoons of the brine. It really zips up or spices up your eggs. And it's just really simple to add it to so many things to add that need a little bit of flavor. Being from Wisconsin, we have to add cheese to everything. So a little bit of grated cheese on the top of these eggs. You can garnish with a whole clove. and enjoy. So it's really good in a salad dressing, and it's very easy to use and to make. If you have a jar, I make all my salad dressings in something like this. But you use the brine of the jar kind of in place of the vinegar. And so I've added, half brine, half olive oil, put some chopped up jalapeno, put the lid on. Oh, I almost forgot, pepper. Of course, you don't have to add pepper. And you can add salt if you'd like. But it's just very simple. Shake it up. And it's good to go on. It works really well on a green salad or anywhere you'd use a vinaigrette, or as a marinade too. For making burgers on the grill, if you're camping or just at home. It's really easy to use. You just add some chopped up jalapeno, add some brine. You'll notice as we go through this that the brine is really key in a lot of recipes. And some black pepper. You can add salt or whatever you normally do. Add some juiciness to the burger, adds a little bit of spice, and adds a lot of nice garlic. And then when they're on the grill, the garlic will kind of mellow as you cook it. All ready for the grill. So here's the burgers fresh off the grill, and they look delicious. You can also add the garlic and the brine to pork roast or any kind of meat. It really adds a nice flavor. So we've made the salad dressing for a green salad, and I like to use jalapeno in my pasta salad recipe too. So I've got some shells mixed up with some onions and eggs and a little bit of cheese, making a dressing with mayonnaise and sour cream. I'm going to put some brine in my dressing, and some pepper. So we've added the brine from the jalapeno spicy pickled garlic with some mayonnaise and some sour cream, a little bit of pepper. I'm going to add a little bit of salt and some diced up jalapeno garlic as well. I'm going to mix this with the pasta and let it meld in the refrigerator overnight for the best flavor. Because the ingredients in the jalapeno, the ingredient list is very simple. There is a little bit of salt in it, the cayenne pepper and fresh jalapeno rings, and then the garlic, of course, and then the brine has some vinegar and water. But those are really all the ingredients. So when you're using it, you're not adding a lot of chemicals to things. You are adding a little bit of salt. But there, it makes a wonderful picnic salad. And we're going to pop that in the refrigerator overnight. Now we're going to make a food processor recipe, which is for hummus. Basically, out of chickpeas, it's a Mediterranean dip. Turns out really well when you use jalapeno spicy pickled garlic. Put in about, well, however many cloves you'd like. You put those in the food processor first so that you can grind it very small. So there we've got it ground minced size. We're going to add some fresh parsley. So I'm going to grind that up. Okay, now we're going to add the rest of our ingredients. 2 cans of drained and rinsed chickpeas or garbanzo beans, same thing. Juice from 1 lemon, a teaspoon of cumin, and a 1/4 cup of tahini, which is sesame seed paste. A teaspoon of salt, and we're going to start out with probably 2 good tablespoons of olive oil. And last but not least is some of the brine from the spicy pickled garlic. I would say about 3 tablespoons of the brine. Now we're going to mix this all up. So you keep blending that in the food processor and add olive oil as you go till you get it to the right consistency. And we're going to just put this in a bowl. This is best if it sits overnight in the refrigerator to take on the flavors of the garlic and the spices. So this is the finished product. You can serve it with pita chips or veggies, whatever you'd like, and it lasts a long time in the refrigerator with a little bit of olive oil on top, and I think you'll enjoy it. And as far as putting the Jalapena Nina's spicy pickled garlic on things, it works really well just on a frozen pizza or sandwiches. I've got some full cloves. It depends how hardcore you are. Full cloves on one side, and you put some slices. I like to add them after I've cooked the pizza, but you can certainly do it before. You can also bake with our spicy pickled garlic. One of our favorite recipes is snappy cheese wafers. I got it from my stepmother. Not sure really where it came from, but we've added some brine and some pickled garlic to it, and it really adds a lot. So we've got some softened butter here. We're going to cream it together with some cheese. Then I add 2 tablespoons of the brine of Jalapena Nina's. Going to add about 6 garlic cloves, Jalapena Nina's garlic cloves, chopped up. The dry ingredients are flour, baking powder, some dry mustard. The original recipe calls for some hot sauce. And so we're going to mix this up. So now that we've mixed all the dried ingredients in with the cheese and the butter, we're going to add a couple cups of Rice Krispies or rice cereal and mix that in gently, trying not to break apart the Rice Krispies. So then once you get the Rice Krispies mixed in with it, you make it into a ball and put it in the refrigerator to get it a little cold. And then you're going to put it on a baking sheet. You're going to preheat your oven for 350. So then after you get the dough out of the refrigerator, roll it into little balls about 1 inch to 1.25 inches. Put them on a baking sheet. Press them down with a fork. I like to put some cayenne pepper on top for color. And pop them in the oven. And here's the finished product. These are the snappy cheese wafers. And they will keep for a long time in an airtight container, or they freeze well also.